And here we go. Okay, Marwyn is not very exciting. Obviously good in an elf deck, which is not a real great thing for limited. Okay. Eldest Reborn is not bad. I would consider that. Vicious Offering is also good. Journey Mage is nice. I don't consider it first pickable. Spicy Pack. Some good black spells here, Joe. This white spell is also nice. We could go for the Rat Colony build, which doesn't really appeal to me. So my inclination for pack 1 pick 1 would be probably the Eldest Reborn. If you can get out on turn 5, then it's nice. If you can get it out on a later turn, it's also nice, because by then there's a good chance that you'll have a juicy target in somebody's graveyard. Nothing else really appeals. I would say either Reborn or Vicious Offering. Vicious Offering, of course, is just an all-around good removal spell. So, Rona is strong too. Rona, I don't know. I feel like Rona is hard to do. Yeah, I feel like Rona is a little bit too much of a build around. I'm going to go with Eldest Reborn. Let's see what happens. Ooh, War Chief. Great in a Goblin deck. Goblin decks unlimited. Not happening. Flame of Keld. Not interested. This is fine if we're in blue. I don't want to use this as a means of stepping into blue. Academy Drake is a better means of stepping into blue, I think. Healing Grace, Knight, no. Divest is an okay filler card. I feel like the Drake is the way to go here. Any thoughts on Drake? Okay, there we go. What else? Another Drake, that's fine. Sanctum Spirit, not so interested. Some decent removal, that's fine. If we stay in our blue-black colors, then Vicious Offering is fine, as is another Drake. Yeah, I'm liking the Offering also. Relic Runner, not terribly interesting. I'm liking the Vicious Offering here. Okay. So, is this worth... No, it's not worth it. To suddenly steer into 2 new colors seems kind of foolhardy. Staying on color, we have the Journey Mage, we have the Skin Witch. Paladin, less interesting. Candle is so-so removal. I'm actually liking the Journey Mage at this point, I think. Thoughts on the Journey Mage from anybody who may be there? Let's give that a go. Okay. Anything strong in another color? Not so much. The Wizard's Retort could be interesting. Explorer does not appeal to me. Demonic Vigor is not bad, actually. But, again, I feel like I agree with that. But I feel like I don't know if it's worth us. Well, if we end up in green, I think I would like to go for the Wizard's Retort, actually. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's go with the Retort. Deep Freeze is fine. We may go for that. Another Vigor. Short Sword is fine also. I'm liking the Deep Freeze. Yeah, I'm liking that. This is a so-so trick. The Snapper is always fine if I can get to that enchantment onto it. That's always nice. And 4/5 is fine. I'm feeling like the Snapper is a good way to go here. Spirit? I don't think so. Living the meme, indeed. I seem to recall you had a similar similar comment on the last one. Let's go for the meme. Syncopate is fine. I may go for that. That with the Retort, we could turn this into a controlish deck, along with the Journey Mage. A lot of red coming through. Having said that, the red that's coming through is pretty meh. Let's go for the Syncopate. Okay, and we're getting into some, into some less interesting stuff. The Ward, I don't like. Another Homerid. I think the Arcanist is fine. It can help with our instants and sorceries, and it's a fine 2-drop. Let's go with that. Nothing here for us really. And divest, possibly. Another Retort or a Relic Runner. I feel like there's a good chance we'll see more Relic. Well, I mean, how many counterspells do I really want? Let's go for the Relic Runner. Shield, no. So let's go for the Paladin. There's our Vigor, and there's another Vigor. Dread Shade. Of all of these, of this whole cycle, I like this one the least, actually. Urgaros is... It's an interesting card. Oh, and Eviscerate. Hello. Eviscerate's looking good. The Surveyor, if we happen to see something that looks attractive later, but I feel like having a bunch of removal is never a bad thing. Eviscerate it is. We could splash a little green for this guy, because this guy is really strong. Not interested. Not interested. Another Deep Freeze is fine. A Divination is also fine. I'd rather speculate on this and hope for some possible mana fixing. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying, so I'm glad we agree. The Tempest Djinn, much better. So that's a very likely pick here. Oh, but then there's the Surveyor. Oh, tough choice. I feel like it's either the Surveyor to help our splash or the Djinn, which is just a solid card. To be honest, the Surveyor may be better because unless we're very, very heavy blue, this is going to be hard to cast. Believe it or not, I feel like the Surveyor maybe you like the Djinn better. It does have a higher upside. Good point. Okay, I'm sold. Tempest Djinn it is. Black is... But let's see what we have in blue. Oh, Bolus's Clutches. That is good. That looks very promising. There's the Arcane Flight that we could put onto our turtle. But the Clutches is too tempting. Dark Bargain not as interesting. I feel like it's a fairly clear Clutches here. Didn't need a legendary to cast for some reason. Okay, so here's what it is. Okay, so yeah, there are no restrictions on it outside of the casting cost, of course. By the way, if anybody wants me to move the chat stream so you can see the deck list more clearly, then let me know. Joe, why are you calling it a mistake? Sarah's Wings, another Arcanist. Omnivore is great in a fungus deck, which we're not heading for. I'm liking the Jousting Lance. Jousting Lance is a perfectly serviceable equipment. Okay, so I don't know why we're calling it a mistake, because I think you're referring to all the legendary sorceries. This is a legendary enchantment, so not quite the same. Jousting Lance it is. Weight of Memory. Draw 3 cards is not a terrible thing. Alright, so here's Rona. How many historic cards have we got so far? Not too many. Tatyova, assuming she makes the deck. Really just a couple. So I'm still not liking Rona any better than I did before. Weight of Memory to draw 3 cards is a possibility. Doesn't it? But it kind of fails the cabs test. I feel like it's either another Syncopate or a Jousting Lance. And if we go with cabs as a metric, this would be better for that. 2 Jousting Lances seems like too much though. All right, so it's either Weight, Syncopate, or Jousting Lance. I guess I could take the Evangel as another 2-drop. 2 drops. I have 2 guys so far, and that's it. Decisions. While I'm thinking. Okay, that's good. I was just checking to see if another site is auto-hosting, because I made sort of a quid pro quo with them, and yeah, they are auto-hosting. I'm going to go for the Evangel, actually, as another 2-drop. I feel like that's actually slightly more responsible. Chainer's Torment, I don't like. Things always go wrong with that creature token. They remove it, they bounce it, and all that you've done is you've lost a lot of life from it. So I feel like it's just a trap. Dark Bargain is fine. So that's what we're gonna take. Another Drake. I would be up for that. And in the absence of other good choices, there it is. Wanderer. Sure. There is nothing here for us outside of the Sage. Let's go for that. Another Snapper or another Sage? I already have 2 Vigors. That's probably already one more than I would even run. Let's look at the curve again. So in our 6th slot we have these. Don't want to overpopulate our 6th slot. Another Sage, I guess. I'm not crazy about it. No, there's the Arcane Flight. And another Arcanist. And this guy. Another, oh, Multani. I misread it. That would be very sweet in a green deck. If I were to splash green for Tatyova, but splashing for double green is going to be too hard to do. Sorry, Multani, somebody else is going to get you. Tetsuko. I have the Relic Runner, I have the Sage, I have the 2 Arcanists. I need some... What do we like better, the Confessor or the Tetsuko? Tetsuko is probably better. He's a perfectly fine 2-drop, but this is a fine 4 Tetsuko, I think. Ugh, that's annoying. Eviscerate versus Surveyor. Okay, anybody who's chiming, anybody who is out there, I would very much like some input at this juncture. Because I would love to play Tatyova, and the Surveyor could make that happen. Alternatively, I could be greedy. Yeah, I hate to give up on the Eviscerate, though. What do I have in the way of removal so far? I have 1 Vicious Offering. I have 1 Eviscerate. I have the Eldest Reborn. I don't know if I really want to count that as removal, because it's a sack effect. Oh gosh. I am here. Tell you what. So here's our deck layout so far. We're clearly in black-blue. We are looking to possibly splash a little green for Tatyova. I feel like at this juncture, I feel like the Windgrace Acolyte is probably a better choice. Aha, and I'm getting an error message. It could be because of the ad that I'm now seeing on the monitor. So I'll give that a chance to play through. I don't know if you guys are seeing the ad also. Okay. I feel like the Acolyte is our pick at this point. Our 5 slot is... yeah. Let's go with that. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, I don't know what that hiccup was. It could be from my end streaming, but as long as we're okay now. So what do you think? A journey mage or another snapper? How many wizards have I got? I have 1, 2. Very few wizards. I feel like Journey Mage is a better pick at this point. Hello, Falufu. Good to see you. You're just in time to help me out. So we're heading towards a black and blue deck, looking to splash a little green for Katiova. Yes, Dominary drafts indeed. And right now I'm looking at either the Journey Mage or the Snapper. I feel like the Journey Mage is a probably a more responsible pick. Let's go with that. Another Djinn, how about that? 2 Djinns is... yeah, I like the Journey Mage also, and as you see, that's how it went. I already have the 1 Tempest Djinn. I could go for another Djinn and lean very hard into blue. Alternately, I could stay the black-blue course and pick up a Sphinx. Very interesting. Open to suggestions here, guys. Let me yeah, it is a tough choice. I've put out the deck here so you guys can see what we have so far. The Sphinx may be the right choice. Yeah, that's exactly right. Doran, that's an excellent... Alright, so let's, if you don't mind my taking, to go Light Splash on the black. I could do that purely for the removal that I have. Okay, so let's pull out cards that are much less likely to make the cut. And see what we're looking like. Okay, Relic Runner, maybe. Yeah, so a heavy blue with a green splash. That's very interesting. If we do that, then I think the Djinn may be more powerful. Vicious Offering is good. The Evangel can come out. Dark Bargain. We can always put it back in. Do the Sages make it? It's a fair question. I'm leaving them now for in order to populate this slot as 2 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And splash the... So if that's so, then we would be looking at heavy blue. What would you consider our second color to be? Green or black? Because at this point we have more black than green. Or just keep it 2 color. Okay, so Torrent and Flufu, your reasoning is, I think it's spot on, but again, are we looking at basically just blue and mono blue with a splash? That's an interesting idea. Drop green slash one. If that is the case, then I feel like the... Okay, so heavy blue it is. In that case, do we still like the Sphinx or the Djinn better? I think I like the Djinn better if we're going to be heavy blue. Okay, so that's my pick. Considering everything, Djinn, going once, going twice. Double Djinn. Is that like a Djinn without tonic? Okay, so Relic. I think Blink of an Eye is great, since we're going to be sort of control-ish. Yeah, I like Blink of an Eye. Any objections to Blink of an Eye here? Ward, another Snapper. Homerid, not interested. I could go for the Explorer just to populate our 4 slot. I like the Snapper better, but we have a bunch of items here and nothing in the 4 slot, and we are coming to the end of the draft. I think it has to be the Homerid. Objections to Homerid? Yeah. Anything to take just for our collection? I could take another Wanderer, but I seriously doubt it'll make the cut. Yeah, that's exactly right. There's nothing else here that... I'll take the Omnivore in case we need a 4-drop. Yeah. An uncommon for the Vault makes a lot of sense. It doesn't matter which one of these we go for. Sure, Memorial to Unity. Another Explorer. And there's my public service announcement. Explorer. Unwind? I don't like the Unwind. Does anybody out there like the Unwind? It's a little bit too situational for me, and I already have a couple of other counterspells. I think it has to be another Explorer. Damping Sphere, again for the collection possibly. Let's go for the Relic Runner. Another Arcane Flight. Ooh, Void. No, because when we need to hit our splash colors, we're going to need to hit them. Scholar, Sentinel, and another Explorer. How about that? I think this is the first gem reward I've ever actually seen, due to an abundance of rares and mythics. How about that? Alright, we have... We have 51 cards. We need to cut a bunch. Alright, so we're removing the green splash. I think one Arcane Flight is probably fine. Cut the Acolyte. Yes, thank you. Sentinel. I would rather not give up the Vicious Offering. Dredge Sentinel. I'm forgetting... Forgive my stupidity. Sentinel, dude. Oh, I flew for no, I didn't see that. That's gonna be very, very cool. I haven't I haven't played that mulligan yet. Black one at 3 mana. Oh yes, of course. Thank you, I missed it. The sages. Alright. Let's see. I could get rid of the counter spells. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to look into my Nightbot settings because I'm not sure that posting links is a problem in our case. So I apologize, Flufu, and I will try to remember to look into that. Certainly get rid of one explorer, maybe another as well. I feel like getting rid of the counter spells. I feel like this is not really a control deck anymore. Okay, yeah, thanks for that, Fufu. I will, as I said, I will look into it as soon as I have time. Easier said than done. Okay, 4 more cards to cut. Let's see, we have these runners. Jousting Lance. Yeah, I hear that. These are good. Do you think the Wanderer is worth keeping? 5/5 trample. I mean, it's fine, but it's not amazing. I'm gonna get rid of 1 flight, I think. Two more cards to get rid of. We're going to change this distribution of for sure as soon as we get down to our 40 cards. Let's try this on for size. Get rid of the Retort and the Syncopate. No counter spells. And we still have 16 creatures. That's fine. Alright, so guys, take a look at what we've got. I'm going to increase. I think I'm going to go down to 5 swamps. And we'll increase to 12 islands. Okay. The chat thing is blocking land. Cut the Scholar. Did I overlook the Scholar? Yes, I overlooked the Scholar. What do we put back in? Another Explorer, perhaps? One of the counter spells? Maybe another creature. Yeah, thank you, Joe. I had overlooked the Scholar as well. I know Joe likes Syncopate. That's fine. That's kind of like... Wow, thank you for the subscription, Clown Baby. That was great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I think I like the Lance better. We still have a fair number of creatures to put it on. Okay. Alright, this is our deck. We have 12 islands to feed our 2 djinns. Where are those 2 djinns? Yeah. And we're willing to give it a go. Any last minute changes? Wow, Clown Baby. Thank you so much for the support. I am extremely grateful. That is very nice of you. Okay, let's give it a roll. Let's roll it out. Am I mixing my metaphors? If so, I apologize. This deck is very much unlike almost any other limited deck I think I've ever played before. I'm very much looking forward to see how it does. Alright. I think we're going to keep this. Turn 3 Jin, a little bit slow, but it'll start life as a 3/4 flyer for 3. I feel like this is an okay keep. Interesting point, Joe. The only Icy Manipulator that I haven't seen any during drafting, but I did have one come into play against me in one game, like 2 or 3 drafts ago. It does get snapped up pretty quickly, I would guess. It is something. I'm not sure what, but it is something. Okay. Okay, he's going to start pinging me for 1. Let's just get the islands going to fuel this guy. Yeah. No argument with that, Torian. Alright. If the Tempest Djinn were a legendary, that would be a very different tilt on things. But it isn't, so here we are. Let's attack. And play another Djinn. This is pretty sick so far. If he has any removal, I'll be unhappy, but wow. Ultra cool. Scooping would be fine with me, but I do enjoy playing games. I could Journey Mage in order to slow him down, or I could Arcanist and... Are we playing Constructed Mono Blue? Really? Arcanist. So Journey Mages. Oh, yes! Thank you, Torian. I keep forgetting to look at the... So, attack... Right, 8... So what do you think? Attack with both Djinns or just the one? Who am I to argue with such experts? Indeed. Let's make him think we have something black. Thinking is for blockers. Indeed. Well said, people. He's also mana screwed. That doesn't help him out. Poor guy. Yeah, that was that. Okay, so a good start for us in mana screwage made for a pretty one-sided game. The bad manner draw step bounce a thing. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Joe, but I like the way it sounds. Alright, let's keep going. Woohoo! Okay, this is a nice opener. No, we have a 2-drop. We have 2 3-drops. We don't even need him. Life is good. Let's get an island going. We're going to prioritize island plays. We're going to prioritize island plays for our Djinns. Next turn, I think the Surveyor, because the Academy Drake, if I can get him, oh, that's annoying. Alright, I feel like the Surveyor, if you go to your draw set bounds, it feels much worse. You get to Joe, that's too much for me. I'm gonna have to read it later. I'm gonna go for the Surveyor, chump this guy, and it'll help to get my Academy Drake going. I think that's what we're gonna do. And we will go for another island because we have our one swamp that we'll need for bouncing. And no attacks. So maybe he'll have a nice juicy target for our clutches. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Torin. You read my mind. Yeah, I'm glad we all agree. And let's nug him for 1. If he replays it, we'll have him sack his knight with a reborn. Wow, this is just getting better and better. Poor bastard, and he's also mana screwed. So. So he has his Knight of Grace. I have the Surveyor. Wow. Thank you, Clown Baby, for helping Doppelganger. That's awfully good of you. I'm going to offer to trade with this guy. And then... I think Jin and Lance. He has to discard it. So what? So guys, should I take my Surveyor back, or should I take his Knight? What do you think would be a better selection for the Eldest Reborn? The Surveyor can help to advance my Jin. The other guy, ooh, that's annoying. Let's take it. Yeah, I like the Knight also. Oh, this is just so good. We can bounce his. Can he kick it anytime in the near future? Not really. Yeah. So let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This Surveyor can give me a 6 mana for clutches. Yeah, I was thinking of that also, but I am almost certainly going to draw a land. I have to draw a land sooner or later. And 6 also brings me to this as kickability. Alright, let's attack with everybody. let's bounce his sergeant. And that's that. His deck is doing very well. Again, it's helping that the other guy isn't getting all the lands that they may need. And we have made it out of bronze. Yay us. Anything good here? Dovin's Acuity. Alrighty. We move on. Guys, you guys are all stars. One more land, and everything is good. We can play these three, and we can possibly survey for a swamp if need be. Okay, Clown Baby, thank you for everything. Ooh, that hurts. Thank you for everything. Have a great meeting. He took the Surveyor? No, that's not bad. Let's play the other island, and let's play any other 2-drops besides the runner, and the answer is no. I missed the oops. I have misclicked so many times myself, so I totally understand. Valid, cool. I'm not going to trade with him. I am going to play him. And actually I could trade. Yeah, let's attack. Okay, and he'll get his Saproling. I wonder if this is a Slimefoot deck. Well, we'll find out soon. I have no 4-drops. I am going to play him, though. Alright, let's get our Drake out. Another land of any kind would be fine. Okay. Obviously a good target for their removal. Blink? I hope he plays something good. I can blink it and draw a card. I would hate to use the blink on just some garden variety piece of deck filler. Ugh. Okay, so before that resolves, I don't want to do that again. Ooh, hard to do. I'm going to let it resolve because I don't want him playing this again. Not sure what to discard. The Wanderer and Eviscerate? I think it has to be the Wanderer and Eviscerate, and we're not happy. Alright, well we had a pretty good run of luck before, and we still have much to do in this game. And he only has 1 card in hand. 4-drop is fine. Let's play that and let's swing in. Yeah, sure. Ugh. Well, that's annoying. I just drew him into his gas. Maybe he has a red spell in his hand. Wow. 4 lands in a row. That is funny. Gorger, not good. That's a good one to blink. Another land would be really nice. I played myself. You miss. I'm not catching your meaning there, Fulu. Alright, well, we're not going to block with the Drake, so let's attack with him. Joe, why the Jin first? He's tapped out, he can't do anything. Yeah, I'll take 7 from his Gorger. That's fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So we're going to, let's see, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just those 2. I'm gonna hold up the blink. To get rid of his bad guy, and also, depending on what he may... All that agonizing for nothing. This deck is performing uncommonly well. I'm very pleased. Couldn't have done it without my team. Good to have a team. Yeah. What you said, Falufel. We move on. So I hope everybody out there had a nice weekend. If you did anything interesting, I'd love to hear about it. Okay, we have a 2-drop. We have some removal. We have half of our swamps. Yeah, it's an okay keep. Pugh, not what I wanted. Also not what I wanted. Another island would be nice, considering we have, how many? 11? 12? Okay, that's better. Explorer, sure. What did we get? An elephant and the Umazawa. We are done with our turn. Navigator's Compass. Sure, I'll take 3. Okay, goodbye, Mr. Lancer, or Trapper rather. That may be the creature that I end up getting, but that's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind a free creature. I don't mind doing this on that creature because I have a deep freeze and a clutches coming up. I feel like that was fine. Torren, if you have a suggestion for what may have been a better play, I'm happy to hear about it. Ah. You know what? You're right. I often do not think of counterspells. I tend to think of them more in constructed. In limited, they are less on my radar. I'm not sure why that should be. Vicious Offering, that's fine. Another land would have been fine, but I don't mind getting the removal. Let's get in with the gang. Well said, Joe. Joe, were you at the draft last night? I couldn't make it. I could have gotten there like 15 minutes late, but that would have been, well, too late. I'm gonna get rid of him, I think. Or I could do the deep freeze. What do you think better? Guys, what do you like better? Offering or the deep freeze on his Wanderer? If I do the Vicious Offering, I want to do it now. Any thoughts? Yeah, I only have 1 or 2 timeouts, so don't think too long. I'm kind of liking the deep freeze, so I can hang on to my creatures. All right, let's go with the deep freeze, or wait for the clutches. That's not bad. Or I could do that. I think I like the Trapper better. It's just bigger. Although this is nice and big. Let's let's just go to their big creature. 3/5. What the heck? Okay. Let's do this for some tempo. I hear that, but I like the bigger body better. Now let's get in for 4. Excuse me. Ooh, good for you. The elephant? Good play, good play. Let's attack with our 2 guys. Academy Drake. I'm going to attack first and see what he does. if he has any good artifacts that that guy will support. Let us play the Drake. Would love to kick it, but not happening. Okay, so I clicked on the wrong one. The Wanderer does support the Wanderer, that is quite true. If I can draw a land, I can steal his Wanderer. Oh, okay. Yeah, he wants to benefit from the draw, from the playing of the Wanderer. Or that would be a good one to steal. Let's resolve everything. A land would be very sweet. Land. Or I can always just deep freeze it if need be. Is it worth Vicious Offering anything? I'd rather see what I can draw first. Nice. Any objection to my taking his Urgoros? Any objections? I think it's a play. Yeah. And let's swing in with everybody. He could double block. So we'll attack with him. He could double block, in which case I trade these two. I feel like I need to keep the pressure going. And I guess that was enough pressure for him. Outstanding! So what are we up to? Is that 4 or 5 wins? Okay, that's nice. I'll look at the pack later. That's 4 wins. Okay. I go first. In this case, I'd rather draw first. I have a 2-drop and then a whole bunch of stuff coming up. One more land. I need one more land to make this a perfectly okay hand. I'm gonna keep it. And I need one of these 2 cards to be a land. Okay, nice. I feel like it's an easy Djinn. That's not a profitable attack. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is in fact a... Alright, we're going to attack with the Djinn and play the Drake. And then if he cracks back, I can trade these 2 guys. So, does he have a Slimefoot in his hand and he's waiting for a swamp, or vice versa? Ooh, that's not good. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could take 9. Or I could double block his... I feel like double blocking his... oh no, I can't. I'm gonna take 9. And... yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. In fact, I had already clicked on the no blocks before I saw your message, Toran. Valid. Well timed. As defender, loses all other abilities. I think I have to put the deep freeze on his valid in order to shrink all of his guys down. Let's leave up the black to represent a possible fungal infection. At this stage, I have to stay back for blocking, I think. I need to build up the board a little bit more and hope he doesn't... Oh boy, I don't like the look of this. Is it a bluff? Does he have a trick? Maybe he's hoping that he can just... I'm gonna take my chances. Hope for the best. Do I want to trade a runner for a sapperling? I'm willing to. If he has some sort of a team pump, I will pay the price. Yeah, neither do I, Toran. Yep, okay. Okay. I need more lands. Alright, let's get out an okay blocker. See if we can't get our 5th land going. Gift of Growth. Not a great card, but he got good use out of it, I will say. If I get another land, which I did not, I'm going to put him into play. He's a better blocker. And I'm going to pass the turn. He's also stuck on 4 lands. Interesting. I take it back. Okay, 2 damage. Woohoo! So my little friend here never says anything. I wish he would give me some assistance. You know, just once. Another Djinn, sure. Ugh. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to attack with the Djinn and bounce his worm. It does not have trample, right? Right. DCIII. So is that Duelist Convocation International, or is it 603? And there's his worm. Let's see. I can make him a 4/4. I can always chump block him. Alright, we're going in with our flyer. We're going to make him a 4/4 flyer. Threatening lethal on our next turn. I feel like if he had any removal, he would have used it by now on the Jin. Hey, 1. Did I miscount? I miscounted. 4, 5, 6. I need 7. Okay, so it's this guy. And I can double block his worm if I need to. Yeah, I could triple block, quadruple block. Huh. Alright, so we're definitely going to block with these two. Gift of Growth, I forgot what Gift of Growth does. Well, we already played 2. Do you think he has more? I'm going to go with that in case I need these chump blockers for future turns. Okay. So almost anything I draw will be useful to me. If it's land, I can play this guy. If it is another mark, Eviscerate, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. We could Eviscerate and then attack with everybody. Let's see, if I do that, he can trade. Yeah, that's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's send in everybody he has to block. Hanging on by his fingernails. I respect that, my friend. Yep, and I'll take 1 damage. Arcane Flight, now that's just mean. I'm going to go ahead and play this Drake, because who knows when this other land will show up. He's playing it out to the bitter end. I wonder what those 5 cards might be. Maybe he's splashing for a 3rd color and he just never saw it. Alright, silver 3. We're going to continue our rampage here. Outstanding. Falufel, I almost wish I hadn't said that. I'm a big believer in jinxes. Let's hope that I'm wrong about that. have both of our colors. We have a 2-drop. We have an okay equipment here. And we're on the draw. We are going to keep this, I think. Don't worry, Foo-Foo. You know we all love you. It's got a sweet deck sleeve here. Nice. Okay, we begin with an island. We will continue with 3 swamps, really. Another island. And this guy. Really? So let's swing in. I like the Arcanist better than the Runner for my next play. Any thoughts on that while we're attacking? I'm going to go ahead with the Arcanist. I don't want to jeopardize any of my future timeouts, because even if it was the wrong play, I feel like it wasn't a terrible misplay. Agreed. Voivod. Isn't that Dracula's first name? Guys, you have any information on that? I think it is. Oh, you can't see it because my picture is there. My opponent's name is Voivod, V-O-I-V-O-D. Here, see for yourself, guys. Okay? Alright, I'm putting my picture back. I'm getting back to the game. So what's it going to be, Mr. Dracula? He's going to maybe he's having an internet connection problem. I've had those before, way too many times. Alright, so let's play the Lance and let's equip somebody. Vlad Tepes. So you're thinking of the historical Vlad, Vlad from on whom Dracula is based, I think. Oh, damn. That is freaking annoying. Oh, what is wrong with me? I'm too busy focused on Dracula. Oh my god. So I don't call that a mistake. I call that just a blunder. All right. Yeah, it's like just two blunders back to back. Okay, I need one of you to type in !punt. Please do it. You might want to even do it twice. A Canadian metal band. Right. Thank you, Fluffle. And there were 2 because so if somebody wants to do it again, total punt count 3. 3? What? How'd the other 2 come around? Yeah, I feel like he's having a connection problem. So I guess that sort of washes out my punts. Wow. This is like a charmed draft. I can do no wrong. Yeah. Thanks, Falufel. But now it's going to bring it up to 4. Yeah, right, thanks. More jinxing. Spark Double? Okay, interesting. Spark Double was an essential part of my pre-release experience for War of the Spark. I opened a Liliana, a Nicol Bolas, that blue for draw cards spell, amass, whatever. And this, it was a sick deck. Okay. Can we go 7-0? I have only done 7-0 once in my entire arena career. And if that doesn't jinx it, I don't know what will. I've never spark double to spark double. I need to have 2 in a deck. That would be really interesting. Alright, what do we got? I go first. Ooh. Bad hand. I feel like this is one that I really should mulligan. Haven't mulliganed at all yet today. What do you think, guys? If I were on the draw, I would certainly keep, or I might keep. I hate to mulligan on the play, though. Thoughts? I feel like I should mulligan this one. Alright, I will go ahead and read your... Do I have a time limit on mulliganing? Not that I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. Better. Yeah, at least I can likely do some removal. Ugh. We're gonna keep that. And we will survey for an island, obviously. Skittering Surveyor for the win. Yes, for sure. Oh, the Twitch one. Thank you so much. Welcome, and thank you for coming, and thank you for the following. It's great to see you here. Really appreciate it. Arena glitching out. Never heard of that before. Okay. Drake coming out. And again, I'll leave up a swamp as a possible fungal infection threat. More swamps. So, as you can see, I have some redundancy in my chat bots. If it bothers any of you, let me know and I can reset them. But you know what? The more recognition that new followers can get, the better. I am going to attack because I'm certainly not going to block with him. Ooh, okay. Good for you. Yeah, I should have remembered about that guy. So do we eviscerate him? I'm gonna eviscerate him right now because his Flash of Stark spells could be annoying. And I can deep freeze another guy. And I'm going to have to find a way to deal with him. Yeah, for instant, that would have been fantastic. What are you going to do? Armored Explorer. Where are my creatures? Ooh, well, there's a couple of them. No, it's not what I want. I'm gonna deep freeze his trapper. Oh, well, thank you, Twitch One. I hope that wasn't sarcasm. Now, I don't know you at all. We've only just met, but you have to understand I come from a family that is very heavy into sarcasm, so I always have to wonder about that. I can make him a 2-3, kind of pointless. I have done stuff like that before. Sure, let's take 3, see what we can get. He's got 2 explorers. Oh boy, he's getting some good stuff here. He's getting some very good stuff. Ugh. I'm losing to the Armored Explorer. How embarrassing. Should I pump one of these guys with... that way I can at least double block more profitably. I'm gonna do it because I don't know what I may be getting. Doesn't matter. This is embarrassing. From all that jinxing, that could well... Oh no! I need some pretty good draws in pretty short order. Should I just take 6? I'm gonna take 6. Drake. That'll help a little bit. A 4-4. And hope that it will slow him down. Oh no, it's not enough. So I need to do this. I will chump block. Let's get another island. Although he's going to get in for 6 next turn at least. I don't know if I doubled. Yeah. Yeah. And 1, 2. I feel like I have to. Ugh. What do you think, guys? Should I play a 3-3? No. Because I'm too. If I had even a few more life points, yeah, yeah. If I had even a couple more life points, then I would. But whatever. All right, so I feel like I have to, because I'm going to take 3. I don't think I can really afford to go to 2. No. Nope, that's game. Be happy at 1 life. Yeah. Okay. And our dreams of 7-0 have just gone up in smoke. 7-1 is totally respectable if we can get there. listen, I had a really good run of luck with those first 6 games. So 2 drop, 3 drop. I'm on the draw. That's fine. Yeah, either way, Joe, I think the game was lost. Because if I had double blocked, then I would have been I would have been at a lower life total anyway. So I think it was kind of a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Nice. Okay, that opens up our 2 removal spells. Black white. Deep freeze. Okay, so far this is looking fine. And again, I'm going to preferentially play islands until I feel like I need a removal spell. Another disciple. Let's play our Drake. What does this do? He can make it +1/+1. Oh, it has first strike. That's good to remember. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna take 5 damage. Okay, so now we definitely need to... We're going to deep freeze this guy, and then in response to this, I'll vicious offering him. I think that's our play. Let's attack first. So what did I say? Deep freeze. Oh, I can't do both. What does this do? With the greatest power. Alright, we're going to do it in response to that. Yeah, 1 more lines, I could have done both. Okay. Now the deep freeze costs 3, Joe. Of course, I'm an idiot. Thank you, Joe. Okay. Prize to whoever gets. Ooh, that's bad. No, we'll eviscerate him. Prize to whoever gets the punt up first. Flying, vigilance, lifelink, yeah. Let's get in with both. What does this do? The greatest power. I'm going to hang back with my flyer as a blocker. And hope he has no tricks for it. Oh, it is a punt. Joe, do it. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, we're going to have to deep freeze that guy. He didn't equip it. Interesting. That's why. Alright. I'm going to deep freeze his flyer so I can chump this guy if need be. Seems like a waste of a deep freeze though. What do you think? Or I could deep freeze his trapper and hope that this stays neutralized. I feel like that's better. 4, 5. And if I keep back as a blocker, yeah, but he can still block. Let's just play this guy, get another island out. And I'm gonna pass the turn. So I need him to have dead draws. Oh, he still has that joust. Damn. I forgot about his joust. And it has first strike. No blocks. I need something good. That wasn't it. Alright, so let's swing in with both of our guys. I'm gonna have to chump block this guy. In bowls, his clutches would be very sweet. It's interesting because in all the drafts before that have gone 7x, I've invariably lost the first 1 or 2 games and then done well afterwards. This is kind of heading in the opposite direction. Where was... Ugh. Not what I needed. Alright, we'll make one of these guys at least a better threat. I think it has to be... It doesn't matter. Him. Five, 6, 7. That way, at least these two can trade. I need a good draw. I need a good draw for my next turn. If this were real life, I would Craig Jones it. How many of you out there know what that means, to Craig Jones it? Oh! Okay, now I have to chump block that guy. Good top deck, Mr. Susupli, whatever. Okay, no choice. I'm not sure what I can draw at this point that will retrieve the game. Nope, that's it. Alright, still hoping for that 7th win. Even if I don't get it, guys, I am not displeased. This has gone really well. And this is it. This is the final game of this series. I have a 3-drop. I have some tempo stuff. Ugh. Sure. Nice. Better 3-drop. Of course, he's running red, has removal. See what happens. What is that? Oh, the sagas. I could blink it now. But I don't think that's a good use of my blink. Whoops. Wrong click. That was a close one. Red and white. Interesting. I feel like playing this guy and yeah. Okay, we're going to attack. I feel like this is a little risky, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to play this guy and then put the Arcane Flight on it, so he can be a more effective blocker. Plus, I'll be threatening to win a race in the absence of other board presence. 3 colors. Risk it for the biscuit. Thank you. Ooh! Ugh! 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 That's bad. Okay, so I have lots of choices here, actually. I could deep freeze something. He's at 17. If I can get 3 attacks in unencumbered, that's game. Trample, whenever he casts a spell if it was kicked. Race, yeah. And I'm going to blink one of his creatures, I think. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good one to blink, I think. Let's just resolve all of it. These two will get a free attack next turn. Yeah, he has to block with both of them because what else is he going to do? If the spell is kicked. Right, okay, so let's blink him. Can't imagine what he can do about that. That's what he can do. You're not the only one who can go around blinking stuff, my friend. I could Deep Freeze and Drake, or I could Academy Mage. One more land, and I can take something good. So what do you think, guys? Either Freeze and Drake or Journey Mage? Don't have a lot of timeouts. Any thoughts? I'm kind of liking the idea of the Journey Mage because he's going to get a free attack next turn. For Drake and Freeze. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for that. Counting to 5 should be a skill that you have by the time you are finished with graduate school. And sure, let's nug him for 2 more. And I think I'm okay trading with him. Does he have... All right. Ugh. Thank you, Toran. Actually, I'm glad because that would have been very, very hurtful. 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to freeze this guy. We're going to freeze this big guy, and then play the lance. And it has defender, right? Let's play a lance. What do you think? 2, 3, 4. I'm going to hold back a blocker because he sells another creature, and who knows what these 2 cards are. Thanks, Falufu. What's our punt counts up to? Has anybody been putting them in? I mean, that forgetting that his creature was indestructible definitely counts as a punt. Thank you. Hey, I got nothing to hide. And that has haste. Ugh. Alright, it has to be both of these guys. He's now unblockable. That's something. Another land would be very nice. It is close. Gilded Lotus. What could he possibly have that would make a huge difference right now? Another war chief. Look at that. Eviscerate. Vicious Offering. Okay, so Vigilance would be great. I really need that other land. I am going to pass. He has no cards in hand. I think I'm going to pass the turn and see what he does and possibly take him by surprise with the Vicious Offering. Yeah, I know he's unblockable, but I might need the... Okay. Well, he may have a trick. All right, so let's do some blockers. past the blockers. Okay, so let's get rid of him. Let's block him. And let's see what happens. I hear that, Falufa, but at this point he has board superiority. Okay, so what is he... okay, so let us... Oh, really? Come on, guys. I really need another land here. Well, you know, Joe, I hear that, but yes, thank you. I'm going to attack with him and play the Wanderer. I'm not sure I agree with that. Something went wrong. What went wrong? Is there an ad coming up? Alright. Well, you may have something, but... is that a desperation play? I'm not sure I agree with that one, Joe. But you know what? If you're convinced, then by all means put it into the chat. I can take it. I mean, on the punt. All this talk of football. I'm not even such a great fan of football. All right, so luck put us over the edge. Guys, you've all been amazing as always. If you want to stick around so I can gloat over my earnings, that would be great.